What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Smoking Vipers YouTube channel. On today's episode, we're going to be going through some of the issues that we've been having with the car. We haven't really been driving it, and I've just been kind of racking my brain, going over things, doing step by step, trying to eliminate some of the issues that it possibly could be. We've put a lot of parts into it so far, and it's still having the issues, if not worse. So stay tuned. We're going to debunk some of these issues today. Alrighty, guys. Now that we got the car safely on jack stands, we're gonna I'll take you down there and I'll show you what we're going after today. Alright, guys. I'm gonna take you over some of the issues that we're having right now. So far, what we've done is I've changed a bunch of stuff on this car, trying to alleviate this issue. I was thinking maybe it was a voltage drop, so I replaced the alternator. I've replaced my idle air control valve. I've replaced, what else have I replaced? Fuel pressure regulator. I've replaced all these items in pursuit of it's a stutter. So these are the kind of the things that I've gone through. The issue is at some point something has gone awry, and now I'm getting a voltage drop on my meter, on my voltmeter. And then I'm also having, while going through intersections, occasionally it'll cut in and out. So it's like I have a dead pedal, like there's no power, no nothing. It spits and sputters. So we're gonna take the next step. I probably should have done this first, and then I would have saved all the money and stuff on that, replacing the other items. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be using our exhaust back pressure kit that we picked up off of Amazon. I'm really leaning towards the catalytic converters are plugged, like they've never been changed. The car is 23 years old, so we're going to be using this. I'll give you a quick look at what the kit looks like. So this is the kit, you guys. So we have what we're going to do is we're going to let the car warm up to operating temperature. We're going to remove the O2 sensor. We're going to install this little plug in the O2 sensor spot. It's going to hook to this hose, and then on this gauge it tells us whether or not there is enough back pressure or not. So as you can see on this gauge, it goes by like 1 psi at a time. It's not like a 10 to 200 or 50 to 200. So this is going to tell us whether or not we have too much back pressure in the exhaust or not enough. If it's not enough, that's really good. That means the catalytic converters aren't plugged. But if it's too much, we're looking at replacing an entire catalytic converter setup. Now I am in the process of remaking an intake, thinking maybe that is the issue. But everybody I've talked to that runs a MAF sensor says that could be the issue. But then this car is actually different from everything else. It runs on a manifold absolute pressure sensor. So what I have here is I have some leftover stainless from our earlier project that I built everything out of. We got some mandrel bent 90s. We'll clean them up, TIG weld them, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna make a new intake and route it a little differently into a different spot. But we do have some extra stuff. The trunk is over here. This is the fiberglass trunk that we're still working on. I have to fill these holes. I think I'm gonna resin them from the backside, from the underside, and then we'll clean this up even more, get this all nice and prepped. We'll paint the underside, and then we're gonna do this like we did the hood in carbon. As you can see, we got the side skirts up there. Those need to be painted and sanded. So there's still some stuff to do on the car, left to do on the car, but unfortunately I've just been kind of racking my brain, getting frustrated, as we all do with cars, and trying to figure this out. So I'm gonna start the car up. We're gonna let it idle, warm up to temp, and then we'll bring you guys back, and I'll get underneath the car and we'll disconnect the O2 sensor, and then we'll plug that in. Stay tuned. Guys, we are back. We just got the car pretty much up to temperature. It was a struggle, that was for sure. So what we're doing here is we are gonna grab some ratchet wrenches that I have, and then we're gonna crawl underneath the truck, or the car, sorry, and then we're gonna get this installed here. So as you can see, it's a tight fit under here. I don't know if I can zoom out anymore. Now we're at 0.6. So right there, we got the catalytic converter out. Just give me a sec here. As you can see there, we got the catalytic converter. We got the O2 sensor unplugged, and we got our bung installed up there. We're just gonna tighten, gonna make sure that that little nipple is tight in there. We're kind of working. I wish I had a lift eventually, you know, if we ever get a spot that we can run a lift, it would be definitely beneficial, especially for this stuff. That O2 sensor is already hot. It's fucking hot, guys. Don't touch the end of that. Okay, looks like our bung is installed and nice and tight. So then we're gonna jump out and we're gonna grab our gauge, then we'll get up top and start the car here. Alrighty, guys, just like that, we got the O2 sensor kind of tucked up out of the way here. It's up in the top, so it's not gonna fall. We got our hose hooked up to our bung. We're gonna pull this line out, this gauge, and we'll check it from there. So we'll get up top, start the car, and then kind of give you guys a look at what's going on. So here's our gauge, so we don't have to be balled up on the floor here. Let's get the car started. As you can see, the center console is looking pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna redo it in maybe a black. I didn't know it was gonna turn out like a bluish purple, but sitting on the keys here. So as I was saying, that voltmeter up there would drop upon idle. You guys will hopefully see it in the video here and hear it, how it's spitting and sputtering and not acting proper. So idle so far nice and good. Maybe it's our front O2 sensor that's the issue, guys. Kind of like a wonky idle. It's idling a lot better. As you can see, our gauge here, kind of all over the place. Now we have two catalytic converters on this. Kind of like I was saying before, we have two catalytic converters on this exhaust system. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this first one. I know this O2 sensor is pre-cat, so we might not see the results that we're looking for, but hopefully we do. And then after that, we'll test the second one. That one should tell us whether or not there's enough back pressure. So it looks like everything is okay right now. It's actually idling a lot better. I wonder if that O2 sensor is the issue. That O2 sensor might be the issue. Nope. No, here you go, guys. This is what it's doing. Get you the exhaust note. Definitely sounds like it's missing. It sounds like it's cammed out. So I don't know if we can see it on here. You can see the needle moving. It shouldn't move. So I'm gonna put you guys up here. I'm gonna route this over to where I can see it in the passenger seat. Yeah, look how sporadic it is, guys. I should be pretty steady. So I'm gonna move this, like I said, over to the driver's side seat so I can hold it at 2,500 RPM like we're supposed to. And then we'll plug that front O2 sensor back in, and then we'll switch that plug to the back and check the back exhaust. Okay guys, like I was showing here, these are absolutely amazing for doing anything clip related like this. If you got a compression clip that you got to push down, it's in a tight area, these work absolutely great. Also, I use them for hoses as well. Anything in the engine bay that I'm doing hoses or sliding them on or off, these you can get really around the hose and push or pull them on without damaging the lines. So another great little toolbox pickup. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install this other bung. We're gonna do the back pressure test and start all over again. Stay tuned. Okay guys, as you can see, we got a 2,500 RPM. Watch what happens when we drop it off the gas pedal. It just doesn't catch itself. See, it's doing a lot better now that I'm filming. So it might be that O2 sensor. We got the check engine light on, but we got the code reader up top here. Let's see what it says. Now, I wasn't triggering a check engine light before. So yeah, I wasn't triggering a check engine light before. As you can see, our mail guy is here. Just going through the code right now. Looks like the back pressure is okay, but like I said, this is pre-cat, so I'm gonna have to check the back catalytic converter as well. I'm hoping these are okay and this is not the issue, because a new catalytic converter setup from Subaru itself is like $900 to $1,000 Canadian. Now there's also like a possibility of like eBay Motors. They have quite a few on there for a lot less of price. Also, if you guys are looking for parts for these cars, eBay Motors, from what I've noticed, is the go-to, one of the go-tos. They have some new and also kind of like new parts that are hard to find. So we got 4 codes on the reader here. Misfire 1 detected, cylinder 2 misfire, cylinder 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 misfires detected, which is weird. Like, I unplugged the O2 sensor. The O2 sensor is like, seems like it's running a lot better. Honestly, it could be that front O2 sensor, but I think that's the expensive one. It's like $242. And I mean, I just put one in not too long ago. Like I just did the rear one, but I did the front one like a couple years ago, so it shouldn't be the issue. Let's erase all these codes. But at this point, I think what's going to happen here on the channel is I'm going to do my best. I'm trying to track down a swap for the car. At this point, I think it'd be crucial and more beneficial for me to do the swap instead of going through all these parts and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Is just to try to track down a swap, do it and have it completed. Unfortunately, I'm looking for an 02 to 05 or 02 to 06 WRX. Doesn't matter if it's a wagon or a sedan. I'm kind of looking towards the more the wagon to do the swap, just because it's a kind of a less desirable chassis to start doing upgrades to. So that's where we're gonna go with that. Hopefully, I'm trying to find a North American EJ250 or EJ205 WRX motor with the full interior, full swap. Like, I'm just gonna do it all. I'm gonna do my best to keep this dash layout. I don't want to do the O2 dash. It's not one of the nicest style. I want to try and keep the car as close to original with the plastics and stuff as possible. But other than that, as you can see, like, I've just been racking my brain. You know, we just got another misfire detected on the ECU. That's pretty much
leading me towards that front O2 sensor. I can check the ohms and the volts on it and make sure it's ohming out correctly, but yeah, like I said, there's still a little bit of stuff to do with the side skirts and stuff, with the trunk. I'm still trying to track down a wing for the car. I still have some stuff to do with the hood. Still got to block sand, like wet sand the entire hood and polish it. Still got to fix the scoop. Looking at it now, there's like a nasty rock chip cracked the resin. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here, guys. I appreciate everybody, all the new subscribers, all the likes and comments on the videos. It's absolutely crazy. Let me know where you guys want to see this, but I don't know. I'm out of ideas here. So yeah, so we're gonna check. We'll check this exhaust, and then hopefully, I'm hoping this is the issue, but I'm also not hoping this is the issue. So stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back. If you're watching this video, the end of the video here is anticlimactic as ever. Unfortunately, we weren't able to figure out the issue. Catalytic converters are checking out. There is absolutely just the right amount of back pressure in the exhaust system. I don't know where to go from here, guys. I can check the fuel pump. I can check the. We can check. What can we check? We can check the fuel pump. We can also check the injectors. We can. I'm thinking maybe it could be the alarm system putting it into. Could be the alarm system putting it into valet mode. I know, like, now I have a CompuStar system, a one-way system, but for some reason now it won't work. So I don't know if that could be telling the ECU to shut off, thinking it's getting stolen, or what the deal is. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Unfortunately, looks like I got some more research to do and figuring things out. So once again, guys, thank you so much for comment and subscribing on the videos and the page. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.